And good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shaquille Lord. Today we have a very special guest. I'm joined by Adria Johnson with Metro United Way. She's here to talk about the nonprofit today with us. Now, to start off, tell us a little bit about Metro United Way and some of the things you guys offer to the community.
Yes, so we are a pillar in this community. We have been around for 107 years, so we are no stranger to the greater Louisville region, and we are really working hard in three distinct areas. So we are working to ensure that our greater Louisville region, which includes counties in southern Indiana and here on the Kentucky side of the river, have success in three areas. And one is thriving kids. We want to make sure that our kiddos have what they need to be successful in life. And so whether that means ensuring that we've got quality childcare spaces for children to spend time in for their parents or caregivers that need to work. We want to make sure that we have a strong system of childcare that provides the quality that kids need to be positioned well to be successful in their academic career. We are working hard to make sure that our kiddos have ample opportunity in the out-of-school time space. When mine were little, I used to jokingly but seriously also say to my kiddos that kind of idle hands were the devil's workshop, meaning you needed to be doing something productive with your time when you're not in the school classroom. We also recognize that every family isn't able to always put their children in those nurturing spaces. So we make sure that we have a community that has a really robust system of out-of-school time providers that are working to support kids in a variety of ways. Our other pillar is strong households. We know that when we have strong households, we have communities where families aren't struggling. They're not struggling to deal with meeting their basic needs and meeting the goals that they have for themselves. So we are doing things to give people pathways out of poverty. We are doing things to help put people into home ownership and to really work on what they need to be on that path of success, for example. Our final pillar is to work to have a community that is equitable. And so we recognize that across our 7 counties, we serve Jefferson, Shelby, Bullitt, and Oldham here in Kentucky, and Clark, Floyd, and Harrison in southern Indiana. We know that across that 7-county region that we just have areas and neighborhoods and geographical communities where people aren't doing well, where you've got concentrated poverty, or you've just had areas that haven't had the same level of investment or attention over the years. And so we want to make sure that, again, our community is equitable and that your zip code shouldn't determine whether or not you can be successful in life. And so we are doing some things to really intentionally come alongside those neighborhoods that need a little bit more love and attention and support them and help to getting them on the path that they need to be on.
And you guys do a lot of work in the community, have a reach, like you just mentioned, both on the Kentucky side and the Indiana side as well. Why is it your work, what you guys do, it's important to the community? Why is that?
Oh my gosh, there isn't much that goes on in a community where there's need or just some issue that needs attention for which Metro United Way isn't involved. And I think the beauty about United Way and why we're so critical to communities is we possess this unique quality and approach to the work by pulling people together and working collaboratively. And so that is pulling in donors, that's pulling in volunteers, that's pulling in corporate partners, that's working closely with local government. We really do, I think, epitomize kind of the concept of it takes a village, because it really does take all of us caring about these issues and being committed to working together to solve for them, and that's what we embody, and that's how we go about doing our work.
And for the important work that you all do, you all are a nonprofit, you all rely on donations. For folks who are watching this, how can they support Metro United Way?
Well, we look for people to give, advocate, or volunteer. So time, talent, and treasure. We are a nonprofit. We are fueled on generosity. I think the ability for us to be in place for 107 years speaks to what a generous and compassionate community that we are a part of. And so for that, we are very grateful, but we certainly need for those donations to continue to come in to sustain ourselves in the work that we do. So you can go to www.metrounitedway.org. On that website, you can find out more about our work, and within those 3 pillars, the different types of things that we are doing to support the community in that way. You can also find how you can volunteer and plug in. Again, we've got a great team at Metro United Way, but we don't do this alone. It takes all of us coming together to lean in on this, so we could always use the muscle. And then, of course, again, would love for you to consider how you individually or within your household can maybe squeeze a little bit from your own well to help us give back in the way that we do to community.
Yeah, you guys are about community, obviously having, again, a major reach here on the Kentucky side and the Indiana side as well. Adria Johnson with the Metro United Way, thank you so much for joining us this morning. If you're interested in learning more about this nonprofit, head over to WLKY.com. Later this afternoon, we'll have an article posted with all the information that you need to know. We're going to send it back to you.